Hey guys, welcome to a new weekly recap. And as you guys know, I always go, like every single week, I go over the trades and my performance throughout the last couple of days. And basically, this last week, it was kind of tough. I had like a small losing streak at the end of the week, and I lost a couple of trades in a row. But as always, I show you everything with full transparency. So let's just dive into the markets. Let's just dive into my trading journal, and let me show you every single thing that happened in this last couple of days. So first, this is my trading journal. I wanted to start this video by showing you guys my equity curve. So if you saw the previous video or the previous weekly recap, you guys know that we reached around 19 or 20 R if I'm not wrong. Let me actually see this real quick. It was 20 R for the year, which is honestly very, very good. But this week, I think when I recorded the video, I was like around this area. And when this week specifically started, I was able to reach to 20 R. If I'm not wrong, I might be completely wrong, but I'm pretty sure that we're going to just dive into this in a second. But at the beginning of the week, we ended up, we took a nice couple of wins, and that's why we reached 20 R. But then the last half of this week, we had a couple of losing trades, and that's why we're now in 13R. We can see how our equity curve decreased substantially. So we ended up losing, of course, a couple of trades, and we're gonna go over them real quick. So if we go here in a weekly recap analysis, these were the trades I took. And the first thing to mention, if you guys saw my video where I analyzed my backtesting results, my backtesting data, I usually take around 30 to 35 trades in a month. So my trade frequency is really high, but in this case specifically, I took 16 trades in just 1 week. So it's kind of like half of what I should take in a month. I took it in just 1 week, and 2 possible cases could basically happen this week. So first, if we see, like so far this month, I've taken in total, let me double check, 28 trades, right? But the first week, which the first 2 weeks basically, I only took a total of 12 trades. So I was below my average. That basically makes sense that in this week I of course took more trades, or there's another possibility and other specific situation here that could be regarding over trading. Probably this week I took way more trades than I should, but at the same time, the reason why I'm talking about this is because I reflected on every single one of my setups. I checked my screenshots, right? And every single one of my setups follow my rules, met my plan, except this one that I marked with no. So in this case, I just want to show you real quick the setup for you guys to, of course, understand, analyze with me what happened, and compare a couple of the setups, because I'm not going to open every single one of these screenshots, but we'll open a couple of them. So let's actually first open the ones that follow and met my rules. So let's open this winning trade. Let's open this losing trade. Let's also open this losing trade as well. Let's open this break-even trade. So I opened 4, right? And let's finally open the one that didn't meet my rules and in my opinion wasn't in congruence with my trading plan and my system, which is this one. So let's leave this one for the end. So if we can see, for example, this one, it was a break even. Then we have a stop loss. We can see, start understanding my rules right now and start like building that pattern recognition of the trades and how they look. So we can see that very similar, very, very similar, right? We have like a clear structure in this case. In this case, it was stop loss, actually very similar to one of the active trades right now. I didn't take it, by the way, but it's long position on NCD USD and also on AUD USD, similar to this one, but in this case, short. Then GBP JPY, this winning trade, we can see that it has like a very clear similarity, and this is the one. If we immediately see here, in my opinion, when I saw this trade, like very important, I never, like if I take a trade and then I lose, most of the times, like I could say probably 95% of the times, I am happy with the loss because it met my rules and my plans. But there's some specific moments when it's time to actually let our ego go, like literally let our ego go and just stick to actually what happened in this case. And in this case, if I see this price action, in my opinion, there's no clear indication or of where price wants to go. if I see this right away, I don't know if it's bullish or bearish, and in my opinion, it's kind of barcode. So if we actually look up for a barcode thing, and you guys can Google it, like literally this is how it looks. And in my opinion, some of you guys could say, okay, this was actually more like the bias was for long, so this broke structure here, but at the same time this broke structure to the downside. So there was two possible scenarios. There's no clear structure, and at the end this structure that was broken with a very minimum impulse. And this is kind of discretionary at the end, and I'm not saying this telling that this is completely invalid. At the same time, like, it has the fair value gap and everything, but it didn't make my rules because when I was planning to take this trade, I was not sure where was my bias in terms of like the position of this trade. Usually I go into the markets and I see, okay, this is immediately, in my opinion, a short position or a short opportunity. In this case, I didn't even know if this was actually like a very clear position. I took it. I was taking a lot of trades. So in this specific situation, I consider this an over trading error, or margin human error in this case. So that's one of these ones. But if we remove this specific trade, at the end, I ended up taking 15 trades. So did I overtrade? Did I take too many trades outside of my trading plan? Or did I follow my plan? Absolutely. In my opinion, I did follow my plan. All of these trades met my rules except this one. So at the end, it was just probabilities. It was a very high frequent, like a week with a high frequency of trades. I took them, and unfortunately, they were a lot of stop losses, so I didn't make profit this week. Actually, I ended up the week in 0R, but unfortunately, with this many stop losses, I ended up losing a lot of the equity I gained basically in this last couple of days, which I ended up here in 8R. I was like in 8R up in here, and now we're up only 1R for the month of May, which I'm not complaining. Making 1R, it's not bad. It's still profit for the month, but of course, going from a 20R to a 13R, it's not the best thing to see or to experience. So that's something that I wanted to mention to you all. Then I wanted to, as always, show you how I'm doing with my Prof Challenges. So these are basically the trades I have active. It looks kind of like a little bit disorganized, but if you guys watch my video where I explain how I organize this using Miro, you're gonna understand, of course. But I did this for you guys to understand much better. Actually, I think I need to update one of these ones. Let me double check real quick. No, this is actually updated. So this is how my Prof Challenges are doing. Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 challenges, and I have one 10K account, 3 25Ks, and one 100. This 10K account, which is in phase 1, it's in drawdown minus 4.5%. Then this is a new account I just recently bought, which is 25K, and it's in minus 4% drawdown. Then I have this phase 2, a 25K account with Alpha Capital. It's in break even. I just started, and I have a trade risk-free at the moment, which if I win, I'm going to pass this funded account. So we'll see what happens. Then I have this funding pips 25K, which is also a phase 1, and it's a 4% up. And then I have this 100K account with Blueberry funded, which is in break even. This is also one of the latest accounts I have. I'm very happy with this one specifically. And of course, it's my biggest account yet. So we'll also see what happens. I'll keep you updated in this one. I'm actually doing documenting my journey with this specific account on Instagram. If you guys want to check my process, considering that, of course, is my first 100K account, I wanted to make it special. So I'm documenting the process on Instagram. So if you want to check that, make sure to, of course, check my Instagram. The link is down below. And I'm going to show you the trades I currently have, which these trades specifically are taken in this account. So, for example, USD CAD and the funded next account, NCD Chef, which is the trade that is also risk-free in the phase 2 with Alpha. And this is how basically the trades are organized. The ones that have like the check mark are the trades that are active right now. And if they have an orange thing, it's because they're risk-free. So if you guys can see that all my active trades are risk-free at the moment. And actually, I forgot to mention my Darwin X. It was like 4% up, but with that last losing streak of the last week, it's now in around minus 1R or minus 1%. And my funded account is minus 1% as well. As you guys can see, a lot of my accounts suffered from this last couple of days because of the losing streak, but I'm gonna recover from this, no issues at all. And what I was gonna say, I forgot. Okay, yeah. So now let's check the trades I currently have. So the first one, USD CAD, this is risk-free, right? We'll see how it goes. I don't like this horrible rejection to the downside, especially now that we are throughout the weekend. So let's hope that if there is a gap, the gap is going to be to our side and not to against us. So we'll see what happens. Then we have Euro USD. This is also risk-free. Then NCD Chef, this is a trade I told you that I took with my phase 2 with Alpha. So we'll see what happens with this one. And it's also risk-free, by the way. Then AUD CAD, I have this long position as well. Liquidity sweep, breakup structure, all my roles in place. Very similar trades actually, and I think this is very similar to, let me see what trade. This is very similar to this one. This one is a little bit bigger of a range, and this one is a smaller one, but I still like it. And it's also risk-free. And then finally, gold, this short position. I don't trade gold very often, but it's still in one of my pairs. It's not the best performing pair. That's something to mention based on my backtesting. But I still trade it, and I'm still gathering data to see if I keep it in my watch list. But yeah, that's basically the trades I have, guys. That's a quick update. As you guys know, I keep and try to keep this extremely transparent with you all. I'm still documenting my journey. I'm now consistent with my results, thanks God. But that doesn't mean I'm the best profitable trader or the best successful trader. I'm still trying to make myself the most consistent human being in regards to this business. And the best way to achieve that is to just be completely transparent with my results. There's no need to lie. There's no need to, of course, erase a couple of trades, for example, and say, okay, no, let's erase a couple of this for you guys to see that I'm doing good. That doesn't make sense at all, because I will be lying to myself. And that's not the purpose of this. I don't care what people think. I don't care if probably there's a guy trading ICT that is right now 50R for the year. I don't care, because this is a business on yourself. It's a one-on-one situation. And in my case, I'm fighting against myself and not against others. So I just wanted to document everything with you guys. This is how we're doing. We're still up 13R. That's not bad. And yeah, that's basically how we're doing, guys. I'll keep you updated. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Also follow me on Instagram if you guys want to follow my whole process. I document every single trade I take. I also post videos updating everything. For example, what's going on with my 100K account with Blueberry Funded. And as always, if you guys are interested in this trading journal, you can find the link in the description of this video down below. And yeah, that was basically all for this weekly recap, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you in the next one. Take care.